good evening, hello and welcome to the preview for Wingate and Finchley. So guys, coming up tonight, on our side, me and Chris give our player ratings out of 20 for last week's games. These games include Stourbridge and Harlow. Then, of course, it's our lineup 11. Me and Chris both give, obviously, our lineups. Then we go on to Wingate. Facts about them and their danger men. This week's gossip is the level of refereeing at this level becoming worse? So guys, an interesting preview this looks to be. Hope you enjoy. Let's go over to Chris on his facts about Wingate.
And I've got some facts about Wingate and Finchley Football Club. Wingate and Finchley Football Club can trace its roots back to the formation of Finchley Football Club in 1874, making it one of the oldest clubs in the country. They play at the sporting venue known as the Harry Abraham Stadium, with a capacity of just 1,500 spectators. They have decent facilities for food and a good bar by all accounts. Expect a decent pitch. Their groundsman, Andy Ward, was the FA's Isthmian League Groundsman of the Year for 2017. Their manager is Keith Rowland. Their assistant manager is Richie Graham. An ex-Billericay Town member on their books, Quentin Monville, is a 22-year-old right-winger who signed for them in September last year. They are currently 10th in the Bostik Premier League with 42 points from 25 games. Their current home form, they've played 12, won 8, lost 2, drawn 2. Their current form over all matches is played 25, won 13, lost 9 and drawn 6. That's just a 40% win percentage. They've scored 35 goals and they've conceded 33 goals. Their last game was against Harlow Town in the league and they won 2-0. Noticeable results this season: they beat Enfield 2-1 at home and drew 1-1 away. They got thumped 4-0 at Leatherhead in November, but then they won 5-0 away to Staines, but they drew the home game 0-0. They have kept 5 clean sheets at home this season thus far, and they score an average of 1.42 goals in every home game, and have failed to only score goals in 2 home games. Wingate and Finchley have a wealth of experienced players to choose from. Goalkeeper Shane Gore, 36, former Luton, Chesham and Wilston player, and first team stalwart, for example. Then there's midfielder Ibrahim Conte, 28, from Sierra Leone. He played for Grays, and more interestingly, Barito Patera, an Indonesian professional team. Like us, Wingate and Finchley are blessed with a wealth of attacking players in their squad. Ben Patty, Mark Charles Smith and Reece Beckles are names picked out amongst their numerous number of forwards, all of whom have chipped in with a few goals this season. However, for me, their danger man is Afolabi Obafemi. He's a 6'2" scoring, attacking English player who is 23 years old and was born in London. Previous clubs include Welling, Hayes and Yateley, Bishop Stortford, Dagenham and Redbridge and Leyton Orient. Coming off the back of a hard-fought battle against a tough Stourbridge side, I expect this to be an equally difficult match, and some of our players may well tire as the game goes on. However, we have depth and strength in our squad, and momentum is flowing nicely now, both with a comfortable win at Harlow last Tuesday and the jubilant celebrations after Bricknell's late winner on Saturday. I think we have a good chance of getting 3 points. Another reason to spur the team on is the fact that Dulwich lost on Saturday to a very good Margate side, who are playing very well at the moment and heading up the league table. All these positives point to a Billericay victory, but we have to make sure that complacency isn't an issue or tiredness. Glenn, Harry and Danny like to keep the players fresh, so could rotate the squad. One very good thing from Saturday's win is that it saved us from a replay at Stourbridge on Monday evening, and that would have been a game too many for our players, in my opinion. On Saturday we played very narrow and too deep. I keep saying the pitch is an issue, and we have to play long balls forward, as moving it quickly along the ground on pitches that cut up easily is a problem, and you can't guarantee where the ball will go. On Saturday we played more long balls out of defence, but our strikers strikers were far too deep at times, meaning that the ball was landing at the feet of an opponent and coming straight back at us. When we did get it right, though, the tactic worked. The ball that Josh Urquhart played to Jake Robinson for our first goal was of pinpoint accuracy. Jake still had a lot to do, but his first touch was brilliant. How many times have we said that this season? However, we did not try to play a lot of blind passes, and when we did, they hardly came off, so we need to keep our concentration. I can't think of one player who had a bad game on Saturday. Dean marshalled that defence well, and we did look decent at the back until the first few minutes of the second half, when we let Stourbridge in for 2 goals, which they didn't really deserve. Payne had another very solid game in midfield. Gearing on the left and Modeste on the right kept running up and down ran the opposition ragged. You have Adam Cunnington and Jake up front giving tireless performances and attacking every ball they could. Our substitutions worked, although Modeste coming off wasn't too popular with the fans. But it came good in the end, much to the relief of everybody.
So guys, my lineup for Tuesday night is Julian in goal, Kizzy, Inman, Swain, Urquhart, O'Hara and Evans in midfield, Deering on the left of midfield with Pennant on the right. Up front, I've put Modeste and Robinson up front. The reason I haven't put Cunnington in, as I thought he was a little bit off pace and he is still suffering from that knock on the previous Saturday. So guys, let's go and hear Chris's 11 and see if he agrees with my lineup.
Well, my team for this game, Alan Julian in goal, an unchanged back four from the Stourbridge FA Trophy win. So that's Kizzy, Swain, skipper Dean Inman and Josh Urquhart playing as a left back, which I think was the same as you had it as well. My midfield will be Ricky Modeste on the right, Jermaine Pennant, who was rested for the Stourbridge game, in the centre with Matt Payne, and then Sam Deering out on the left, and a front pair of Adam Cunnington and Jake Robinson. My subs would probably be selected from Evans, Wheeler, Bricknell, O'Hara, Waldron and Watt. We've got plenty of depth there.
Time for our new section. It's called Out of 20. Me and Chris from the previous game will mark our players out of 10 to combine the scores to select our player of the match. So guys, let's get on with proceeding. So what have you given Julian?
I've given him a 7. Don't think he was to blame for either goal.
I've gave him a 7 as well. Kizzy, I've gave a 9. What have you gave him?
I've given him an 8.
Urquhart?
Josh had a very good first half, not so good in the second, but his long throws were always going to cause problems. I've given him an 8.
Same here. I've gave Swain a 6. What have you given him?
I've given him a 7.
Inman?
Inman I've also given a 7.
I've gave him an 8. What? Deering I've gave a 9. What have you given him?
Yeah, I've given Sam Deering a 9. He's the heartbeat, isn't he? Runs everything. It's fantastic. Everything seems to go through him.
Waldron I've gave a 6. What have you given him?
I've given him a 7.
Payne?
Payne was excellent again in midfield, very solid. I've given him an 8.
I'm going to give him a 9. Modeste?
Modeste, again, posed a real threat to him. I've given him an 8.
I've gave him a 7.
Oh, that's a bit contentious. He scored a goal as well.
To be honest, I'll explain it then. I didn't think he had much to do, but when he did it, when he had to have something to do, he did it. So, for that reason, when I look at that, my marking is always a 7 for that reason.
Okay.
Robinson?
Robinson, I've given a 9.
I've gave him an 8. Cunnington?
Adam Cunnington, I've given an 8. It was another tireless performance by Adam. He just goes for everything, doesn't he?
I've gave him a 6. Joint 5th place was Waldron and Swain with 13. In 4th, it was Julian and Cunnington with 14. 3rd, Inman and Modeste with 15. Kizzy, Payne and Robinson all joint 2nd with 17, which makes our Player of the Week with 18 out of 20. A fantastic score for a fantastic player. Deering is our man of the match. So well done, Sammy. Keep on, performing like you are. So, next up is our gossip. This week's is about the refs. Let's see what me and Chris bicker about. This week's gossip is about the ref. Is the level of refereeing at this level becoming worse? Chris, let's hear your opinion.
Simple answer for that one, Reece. I don't think it could literally get any worse in some matches. We've had a few referees this year, and quite honestly, I haven't got a clue what they're doing, and I don't think they have a clue what they're doing either. The worst decision I've seen this year was when Rob Swain got sent off for a so-called stopping a clear goal-scoring opportunity, but in the opposition half. It wasn't even our own defensive half. He was in the opposition half by about 6 or 7 feet. A slight tug back on a player who, with respect, couldn't run and was slightly overweight, and there was no way he was going to get to that goal in time. And amazingly, the ref came over and sent him off. I couldn't believe it. We've had a number of dodgy refs. We had one at Brackley. We've had one at Leatherhead as well in the cup matches. Here again, a week before Christmas, there was another dodgy ref, and some of the decisions he gave were just absolutely baffling. And I think what it is they come to Billericay and want to be the most important person out there. Especially in the Leatherhead game as well, the ref just he was on TV and he wanted to make a name for himself. And unfortunately, some of the decisions, a lot of the decisions, just unbelievable, and they're not backed up by very good linesmen either. So,
yesterday, what made me laugh was they came out with mics, and literally the mics didn't help that referee at all.
No, only when the substitution was being made. That was the only time it was any use yesterday. But even then, yesterday, in first half, clear handball by the Stourbridge defender, which the ref didn't give, possibly because he didn't see, but the linesman had a clear view of it across the field, and that's another one. We could have gone 2 up in that first half, and it might have been a slightly different story. Might have been more comfortable for us, but it's some of these decisions. Some of the sending off decisions early on in the season, as I said, just defy belief.
And sorry for the strong language here, but what pisses me off the most is we could have a challenge in the box and they give not a penalty. The same challenge goes in the opposition's box, and as you said, because they want to make a name for themselves, they give a fucking penalty.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I've seen it more often than not this season. But the one that actually got me, which I'm surprised hasn't been mentioned anywhere at all, was the Kingstonian match, when we had, I think, 29 shots at goal in the game. And we were absolutely all over Kingstonians, and right at the end they broke away and scored literally almost the last kick of the match for our home defeat. And in the build-up to that goal, when we were actually on the attack, there was actually a good penalty shout by one of our players who went down in the area, and the ref, completely ignored it because he wasn't looking, and they broke away while we were protesting and got the goal.
Yeah. There's been one good ref I've seen this season, and he managed the game well. When players were complaining, he simply booked them. Players complaining is becoming a big thing in football. in the Premier League, they've started to give bookings for it, even though it's hardly ever happened because players have stopped complaining. Do you think they need to bring it in every single aspect of levels in this country?
Yes, you have to be consistent. I mean, players shouldn't really surround the officials at all. Just accept the decision and move on because the referee's not going to change it, is he? He's never going to admit he's wrong. So just walk away, not get the silly bookings or whatever.
And another thing is time wasting with us. The opposition keeper, especially Margate, as you said on your interview, they love to waste time now. Surely the rest have got to book it. If not, this is going to cost us points, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, that one in particular, their goalkeeper on numerous occasions, I mean, the crowd behind the goal were counting, not seconds, because the counting was too quick for seconds, but counting 23, 24, 25 when he was hanging on to the ball. And the referee, I mean, people were trying to draw it to his attention, and he did nothing. Now, in a match, I think it was October time, beginning of October time, Alan Julian, I think, held on to the ball for about 8 seconds, and the referee came across and booked him for it, which is absolutely incredible. And said he was time wasting. Yet there we go. Yesterday, on Saturday, we had this goalkeeper Saturday week who was wasting so much time. It was just unbelievable, and the referee didn't clamp down on it at all.
Do you think it has to be a yellow, or do you think it's a thing that doesn't deserve a yellow? What's your opinion?
Well, yes, it does, because obviously you're delaying the game, so the other team don't have a chance to get back into it. And you know, like people say, oh, you know, it might be a bit harsh. It's not. It's a form of cheating. And you know, to me, it's just as bad as diving to win a penalty. And
well, especially yesterday, the number 7 Stourbridge, that has happened a lot, and yet again, there's no yellow cards.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more with you. So, you know, the refs have to be consistent. But the law says 6 seconds in your hands for the ball. Mm-hmm. And then you've got to either bounce it or what have you. They got rid of the old steps rule, didn't they? So now you can take as many steps as you like. Yeah. But you're only allowed to actually physically hold the ball for 6 seconds. And the refs have to clamp down on it.
Anyway, we've obviously dissed quite a lot of the refs, but we have seen 1 or 2 good refs this season. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. The one who refereed the Southend game was excellent. We've had a few. To be quite honest, the referee against Stourbridge wasn't that bad at all. I thought we had quite a good game. So you do get them. You do get these guys out there who know what they're doing. But unfortunately, I think there's more of those who struggle to referee. You're not going to get the best referees in the world, obviously, but there does, you know, need to be some sort of standard set, and at the moment it's not being set.
One thing I've seen once or twice is players influencing the referee's decision where they've lost games. If you haven't got the strong enough mentality, surely you shouldn't be refereeing a football game.
Yeah, 100%. You know, you can't have these referees there who sort of, I call it, flow with the water. They have to be determined. They have to apply the rules. That's why the rules are written. You know, and a lot of them seem to just ignore the rules. So, you know, maybe I'm being a bit harsh on one or two of them. But
yeah, maybe we both are, but that's our opinions.
That's my opinion. I think if you asked everybody in the crowd who witnesses the game, if they're being fair, I reckon 9 out of 10 people would agree with us.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of the topic. I've just come up with another one quickly. How important was Dulwich slipping up yesterday for us?
It's important. It's always important that our main contender loses points. I mean, we've now got, 6 games in hand over them?
5 points behind.
And they're 5 points, yeah, exactly. 5 points ahead of us, so, I mean, it could be plus 13 if we win all our games, couldn't it? And I don't see Dulwich pulling that back.
Do you agree with what I've said in something? My opinion is your games in hand don't matter right now until you play them. What we need to make sure is we win the games that we don't have in hand. If not, them games in hand are nothing.
Absolutely 100% correct. I mean, you have to have the points up there on the board, then you know exactly where you are. The only problem for us is going to be fixture congestion and the squad getting tired, but hopefully, we'll have more players fit, players back from loan like Louis, who scored another 2 yesterday for Kingstonians. He's now a hero down there. He's scored 3 in 2 games, hasn't he? So
I think it's 4 or 3.
Is it 4?
Maybe.
I thought it was 3, but.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, it is 3 because he scored 1 in the other game. Sorry.
Yeah, so if he's hit the ground running there, and we can bring him back, and he shows that form here. We're not going to have a problem, I don't think, with tiredness. Our squad is an excellent squad. It's a big squad. It's an excellent squad, and I honestly don't see us slipping up. The only thing that could cause us to drop a few points is having sort of 3 games in a week.
Yeah. Which
is a slight possibility, but obviously winning yesterday was huge, because if we'd have had to have gone to Stourbridge tomorrow for a replay, that's a long journey for a start, and another game within 48 hours of the previous one.
Yeah.
And then I think we would have had to have played Thursday as well. So
thank God it didn't happen.
Yeah. Well, it's. I know we've got a big squad and we can swap players around a bit, but it's still a big ask, isn't it? A tall order. So no, that Billy Bricknell goal was absolutely vital at the right time, and you could see the relief and the jubilation on the bench. I've never seen Harry jump so high in their life, actually. Danny Hazel wasn't far behind either. But no, it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant for all the right reasons, that goal. So well done for that result yesterday.
And of course, he made my birthday.
Well, yeah, exactly. That was even more important, wasn't it? Really.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And just another question: how many points out of the 6 do you think we'll get? Well, the 6 games in hand, I'm obviously saying. So.
Well, there's 18 points up for grabs. If we don't get...
What would you target?
I'd target 15.
15?
To be honest. I think 15 is a fair total.
Well, I'd target 9 because that makes us above Dulwich. But I would like roundabout. To be honest, I like 18.
Yeah, why not? Why not just go for it? We've got it in us to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and our form has been pretty good. It's only dipped really because of the pitch affected the Margate game. We dropped 2 points there, but Margate set themselves up really well, and look what they did to Dulwich yesterday. It's a brilliant performance by them. I sent a message of congratulations to Stephen Watt, the Margate manager. I said a big thank you from all the Ricky fans. I said for that win, because that's. Yesterday was high anyway because of our result, but as soon as we found that out, well, they just couldn't get any better, could it?
Well, if you heard the Mark interview, I think I'll win comment of the week with "Thanks, Dulwich, for a birthday present."
Yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect, wasn't it? And that was the icing on your birthday cake, mate.
No, that was a Bella Ricky shirt, mate. And this is definitely the last question now, mate. Sorry for dragging this on. But do you think we can resolve having a bad 10 to 15 minute spell? Because soon it will punish us.
It's a difficult question to answer, isn't it? We do have these phases, don't we? I mean, to be honest, our bad 15-minute spell, with a couple of them yesterday, or one was a 5-minute spell, but we didn't actually start the game off particularly well. Not that we did anything wrong, but...
didn't do anything right at the same time.
Yeah, we let Stourbridge have too much possession, didn't we?
Yeah.
Earlier on there. But half, we came out, we were fast asleep, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
You know, 2 balls into the area and we just didn't defend him at all, and the 2 headers beat Alan. Neither I don't think he could have done anything with. So the problem we've got is if you want to hang on to possession, you've got to knock the ball around a bit.
Yeah.
And you can't do that on our pitch. But that is the problem at the moment. When we played on the 3G against Harlow last week, we were so in control of that game. It was untrue, you know, and we were knocking it around, and we didn't have a poor period at all. So I think that's the reason for our lapses, shall we say, because you can't hang on to the ball on a pitch like that. It's almost impossible. So, but we do need to make sure we don't switch off, and occasionally we do.
All right, Chris, thanks for joining us tonight.
Okay, you're welcome.
And we are back on Friday night at 6 o'clock.
Are we? Oh, right, okay.
So, guys, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again on Friday night at 6 o'clock. Bye-bye.